Peace, guys. My name is Kay, and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. Let's get started, y'all, with this reading. And it's going to be a collective reading. And I already had an idea for the title, and it was basically going to be, you're about to impress yourself with the type of stuff that you're about to do, with the type of accomplishments that you're about to achieve. You're actually going to be impressing your past self and even your inner child with who you are and who you are becoming, because I'm getting a lot of y'all are about to step into a lot, and I mean a lot of wealth and abundance that you never expected. I'm getting, this is about to be something you don't even see coming. So some of y'all might not even believe that this is coming to you because it feels so out of the ordinary. But I am getting that the universe has been keeping a close eye on your movements, or God or whoever you believe are watching out for you or looking out for you. And I'm getting specifically with the root coming out, the root chakra is significant, and you guys know it represents the security and stability in our lives and what keeps us grounded to the earth. So y'all are very down-to-earth individuals. That's the first thing that's coming out. Y'all are rooted, and y'all must know your history, or your lineage or something, because when I get the root card, that usually indicates someone who knows where they've come from, or you just have a deep connection to your lineage, or your lineage is gifts. If you know nothing about your lineage, then this might be you connected to a lot of gifts from your lineage naturally, you guys being natural artists or painters or poets or whatever. And then you end up looking back at your family tree and realizing a lot of your families were also poets. Maybe they never published their work, but they still were poets, and they wrote, or they were musicians or something. I'm getting something specifically that you do is rooted within your family or within your lineage or your ancestry. And you are carrying out this energy, and it's keeping you grounded and rooted. Something that you do, it's a talent or a skill you have, or this it factor about you that you have this God-like quality. I think the best way to describe it is just having an it factor. You guys just have an it factor that things that other people don't know about, and you guys can offer, you have a skill specifically that a lot of people are going to be wanting to profit off of or wanting to benefit from. So I think this is going to be the message for y'all. You're going to impress yourself with the type of clients that you attract, and the type of people who are paying to be around you or paying for your wisdom and guidance are going to be people who are very high echelon. I'm getting some of these people are so wealthy, but they're not in the spotlight. They could be people who are wealthy, but a little bit more not, flashy about it. So you might have certain clients of yours that help you move into different areas of life, or just move into a different tax bracket or something. I'm getting people want you in their community, or they want you to offer your services for their community because of what you do or who you are. People can really see a vision from something that you're doing. You're helping your community with something. People are noticing something you're talking about is coming true. And especially because 3 and 8 literally equals 11, and I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's actually starting to rain. And personally, y'all, I love when it rains when I'm recording. I don't know why, it's so relaxing, because y'all know I record outside, and I'm sitting in my little what's it called, porch, my back porch area, and it's just raining, and it's peaceful, and I can just see the trees, and I'm just reading the cards, and it's the rain is just calming. But I really feel, what's crazy is that Aquarius is also the water bearer, and then literally at the bottom we have the 11th house. I'm bro, I really, I have to, there's no way magic is not real, y'all. The type of stuff I experience on a daily basis too, this is not just for tarot cards and stuff. The synchronicities I get are so synchronistic that you would think I'm literally orchestrating it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be nah, there's no way that happened. She had to have sold her soul or did a little ritual or something. You know what I mean? And it's I'm not even doing anything. I just am who I am. But I'm getting that's the type of effect you have on others and on the world. You guys are literally being yourself, and you being yourself and using your gifts or sharing your gifts with others is something that a lot of y'all probably do naturally, because you're so productive and you love creating. You create for the love of it. And then you have so much in abundance of the things you create, and then you're I need to start giving this away, or I need to start a business and start selling it, because Now it's just racking up in my room. Like maybe some of y'all write books, or you crochet clothes or something, or you just do something where you could literally make a business and a living out of your natural talents and skills. And honestly, because Aquarius is here, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all have more than one talent. And also, there's something community work, something you're doing for your community that is like really about to go off, like it's about to pop off. Something that you've acted on in your community is really about to take you to places that you've never known before. It's about to give you abundance in ways you have not ever known before. Like I'm getting opening up doors. People in your community are opening up doors for you, especially behind your back. Like people are gassing you up, referring you to other people, even if it's not your gifts. It could be like your business that you do. Maybe y'all are spiritual, you have readings, or you teach people things. Like I'm getting a lot of y'all are gonna have various things that you're doing here, but a lot of y'all are just gonna feel inspired to act upon different things and to go your different ways. Because I also did channel Jupiter in Instagram, especially if you guys do watch my Instagram stories and you guys have seen me post about Jupiter. This is especially for y'all, okay? Because I'm telling y'all, like, when Jupiter comes through, Jupiter is about to bless. This card just came out and it has Journey on it. There's a song by Journey that's like, don't stop believing, hold on to that feeling. Like, I kind of get y'all are literally on this journey. And y'all are about to be so lucky. People are going to be looking at you like you have to be lucky, or you have to be like God sent or something, heaven sent. Because I swear, like, people think like there's no way you got where you got. You're going to be this wealthy and abundant, and maybe you didn't do something shady for like shady for some change. Because I remember, y'all, when I first started growing my Instagram, someone asked me if I sold my soul for like 1,000 Instagram followers. Like, I'm getting, y'all might have people like making up conspiracies about how you got rich to basically deflect against like their own failures and ways that they come up short. Because other people could be like, hey, did you see what they did? Y'all came from the same area. If they can do it, you can do it. And they're like, no, that was just luck. They have privilege, they have pretty privilege, or they're just, they just got that, they got it easy, they never work. Like, just people trying to make excuses to make it easier in their mind to cope with the fact that they haven't been successful or that they come up short. Like, some of these people are just insecure and just can't accept that they have failed or have been rejected. And they can't, like, I'm getting like sore losers pretty much. Like, some of y'all have sore losers who project onto you because they can't do what you do, or they don't even know how to put in half the work that you put in. Because it's not easy to like do the things that you do. It's easy to like, you inspire people easily with the things that you do because you make it seem easy. You make it look effortless. You make people, you like plant the seed that is possible to be done. But the thing is, despite you planting that seed, not everyone wants to nurture that seed and watch it grow. Some people, it's like you give someone a plant and they don't take care of it, so it dies. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Like, you can plant as many seeds as you want, but not everyone will nurture it. And some people are just realizing that what it takes to grow the seeds that you've planted is a lot of work that they can't even like grasp their mind around. They're just like, I don't even want to start because I see how much work you've already put in. And I'm getting like, y'all are just like, I'm just getting started. Like, what do you mean? Like, you think this is a lot? Then this is just the beginning, babe. Like, I don't get it. But like, I'm really getting like, y'all are the first to do something in your family, or you're the first to do something within your community. And you're going to be very, very successful in it. And a lot of people are watching your journey and seeing you be successful. Like, people saw you talking about this dream or this vision, and now you're living it. And people are just like, wow, like they really did that. Like, they really said, I'm gonna do this. Or even if you didn't achieve the thing you said, you're doing something even greater than what you said. If you said, oh, I'm gonna start a business, now you have like 10 businesses. Or if you said, or I'm gonna travel to this state, now you're traveling to different countries. Or you said, I'm gonna work at this job, and now you got fired from that first job perhaps, but the next job you got after that, you're making even more money than before. Like, y'all really living the dream, like just living like living like Larry. I don't know why I heard that. Maybe some of y'all like SpongeBob or something, or you resonate with Larry. But like, I'm just getting, like, y'all are just really living it. And honestly, it's kind of funny when I think of Larry in SpongeBob. Whenever he popped up in the show, he was always like that it guy, or like the it girl. Not the it girl, but he was the it guy in the show. He had the abs, and he was like, had the women or whatever. And every time he popped up, they always like hyped him up on the show and made him seem like he was that guy. And I'm just getting like a lot of y'all are really that guy, like literally, or that girl, or that woman, that man. Like you are that person where like people listen when you speak. People aren't like people when you say something. People care when you talk about things. People invest into it. When you say you're gonna do something, people are like, "Oop, I already know that's gonna happen," because every time they say something, like that must be happening. You know what I mean? Like y'all just have that factor where people know that you have what it takes to achieve because you guys are talented in your field or you're talented in your craft. And I think it happens when you like really care about what you're doing or what you're studying. And then you also go deep. Like I feel like the deeper you go into the practices that you have, whether it's tarot or astrology or whatever, I know a lot of people are interested in these topics. And even if you go back on my old videos, I wasn't really as deep into it as I am now. And it's because like it helped me. I wanted to actually improve in my craft and I want to do better so I can read for y'all and make the messages a lot better. And I honestly have seen myself improve over time, and that's what I feel like that's what keeps me going. Not necessarily like with this journey card, you're like, it's not necessarily about like y'all having the abundance, even though it's nice. Like don't get me wrong, we love the abundance, we love having the wealth that says, hey, this person put in that work, that's why they have this abundance. However, I really feel like y'all are going to be falling in love with just the journey and just having fun with time. Also, your relationship with time is going to be healing as well. Because I'm just getting like a lot of y'all have already put in the work. You've already planted the seeds. So you're just kind of waiting for like your big break, or you're just waiting for like you're just waiting for the plane to take off, you know? And I remember I kept getting symbolism in my dreams of being at an airport. And I think there are certain things that y'all had to let go of before you take off. And even if it wasn't an airport, I remember I had a dream where I was literally taking off on a butterfly. Literally taking off on a butterfly. So, but I really feel like there's certain things, because every time I had these types of dreams, I had a vision, or there's a part of the dream where I had to let go of something in order to take off, or I had to like do something before I took off, or I just had to acknowledge. I think it was in the dream, it was mainly about fears, because it was just like I had a fear of success. I think that was the biggest thing. Y'all are not afraid of losing. Y'all are afraid of your success. Saturn, Capricorn, and Aquarius energy. I'm getting like y'all have a transit coming up in your astrology chart or something, and it's about to change your life. Like I'm getting overnight changes. That one song, she's like, love when it comes without a warning, 'cause waiting for it gets so boring. A lot can change in 20 seconds. A lot can happen in the dark. Like I'm getting y'all are realizing how suddenly your life can change. I'm also getting the song Clocks by Coldplay, and the movie Madagascar could resonate for some of y'all. I'm getting a lot of like children's movie and cartoons I'm peeping. But I'm getting like some of y'all, this life that you're living is going to feel like a movie, or you're going to have experiences in your life that are so unique, like you want to write about it in a book. Like y'all, even if you're from a small town, you guys have like this sort of like star energy, or you just attract experiences that like you honestly could just write about it in a book with the type of stuff that you've seen or the type of stuff you've known. Like I'm just getting like y'all have really gone through stuff in life, and people want to hear about it. People want to know about your experiences, what you've done to get through it. I'm getting like some of these people are just like, my life is boring and yours is interesting. You know, like they keep it a stack. Like their life is not as interesting as yours, and like people just they care about what you've been through. And you know, of course, some people it's like entertainment, but for others it's healing and it's inspiration for them to be out of their own situations, or for them to heal the situations that they're in. And literally it started like pouring rain as soon as that happened. Like I'm telling y'all, that mess was pouring. I know y'all can hear it too. Like, okay. I'm getting y'all have so much strength. Like you are a lot more powerful than you even know. Like y'all have the power to really shake stuff up. Like y'all really are that person. But I want to get more into like your spiritual gifts collective, because I feel like your gifts are important, and like what gifts are guiding you or aiding you right now in particular. Because I think somebody might be in their feels over you, honestly. Like I really feel like someone's in their feels over you and they can't, I don't know who, but we're gonna see. Someone's maybe upset because you don't want to be their friend or something. Like I'm getting someone, okay, if you don't want to be their friend, this could also be like a father figure or something, because Saturn and Jupiter came up. If this is a father figure, a friend, or a husband, okay, because Jupiter can represent the husband too. And Aries also is Mars, so this could be an Aries placement or someone who's an Aries or Aquarius, or this could be you, 11th house too. I really feel like this person is like, someone is really missing you, or they like are emotional over this situation. Someone needed to hear that. We have replenish your energy and psychic touch. So, okay, a lot of y'all are a fountain of like, y'all can replenish people's energy. I'm getting like y'all are like a walking sun. Maybe the sunflower is significant, or y'all like resonate with the sunflower. Because y'all are the type of person where you can like really energize people, or you can cheer them up, or you can just fill them with life and energy. So a lot of people crave this like this essence that you have to like lift people up, or to lift people out of the situation they're in. Like you really give people like a breath of fresh air, and you might attract people who get really codependent because they realize how powerful you are. I'm getting someone maybe didn't realize how like someone's trying to get close to you. I'm really getting like there could be someone in your energy field who's trying to get close to you, like a vampire. And I'm getting specifically this person, like you get an off vibe about them. You're like, yeah, I'm not feeling them. And trust the gut feeling, because I'm telling you, someone's trying to get close to you so that they can like benefit off of what you know, or like your spirituality or something. I don't know. It's like something you know that they want to know too, or like they want you to read them or something because of how powerful your gifts are. So don't be afraid to tell people no, especially if you do have spiritual gifts. You don't have to tell everybody yes to give a reading. And, you know, you don't have to be available to everybody and their mama just because you have these gifts. And a lot of y'all have psychic touch too. You touch objects and you can see visions, or you see things that, you know, other people can't see. And I'm like, I really feel, let me see, just turn it around real quick. Yeah, y'all have this vibe where you can really, I think y'all also have the energy where you can like heal people with your touch. Like you have a healing touch. Maybe y'all are into Reiki, or you're Reiki certified or something, because I really feel like y'all have like this healer's energy. Specifically energy healing though, because that's what these cards are mainly focused on. I'm getting like when it comes to energy speaking, or energy wise, the way that people respond to you is like you are like a cup of water, okay? So some people are real thirsty out there, you know? So when they get a cup of water, they don't know how to act. And that's kind of the vibe pretty much when you're a healer. Like you have to understand that like you have to fill up your own cup in order to give to others. But also there are some people out there who are literally desperate, thirsty, dying to be replenished by you because they have no other source. So just be careful who you're pouring into. You know, be careful who you're giving life to, because sometimes you give life to people who aren't good for us, or, you know, people who end up turning on us, or whatever. But I'm getting also some of y'all, because you have that it quality or the star quality, when people do you wrong publicly, or like you fall out with someone, people take your side naturally. Or like even if people see, like people know other things about the person that you're falling out with that maybe you don't know, and they know why y'all fell out, even if you don't say anything, and they know like you were the right one in the situation because you have a reputation of being like the one who's on the good side, or the one who's, you know, always acting based off of your morals and your ethics, which are on the right, I keep hearing like the right side, or like the right team or something. Like you just have this a good compass, a good moral compass, a good head on your shoulders. So even if you do fall out with someone, people don't assume that you're the one that's being trifling. Or if you broke up with someone on your Instagram, they don't assume that you're the one that was being messy in this situation. They assume the other person wasn't up to par, because you just are a genuine person to be around. And you're honestly so cool that like who would like intentionally like ruin this friendship? You know what I mean? Like who would actually like be out there being messy intentionally with a group like this? Because y'all have abundance, and y'all have a lot of qualities that people appreciate you for and are inspired by. So, you know, sometimes we run into dusties and like rachitas, and we gotta get rid of them, clear our energy or whatever. And also, we're gonna see what's going on for y'all collective. I'm gonna get more of a story. So this next part of this video I'm gonna do, it might be a little bit specific, like oddly specific, because this deck I'm using, it always gives a story. And y'all know I love writing, so I'm gonna give y'all a story, okay? Like, y'all know my imagination be crazy, but I can give y'all a story if it comes down to it, especially with these cards. These cards are always giving me like I'm writing a book or something. Let's see. Raindrops. Y'all know that the one song that I just thought of too is "An Angel Cried" by Iron. I'm not even gonna try to sing that, y'all, because I can't do high pitch singing today, because I will literally like die, practically die. But I'm getting like the fact that it's raining too, so I'm getting something about the seasons is significant. Spring and winter. Something could happen in the spring and winter, or look forward to the spring and winter for your abundance. Evil Queen. Okay, so the story I'm getting is like, in the past, you could have been someone that other people thought it was cool to like hate on you, or to talk down on you, or to treat you like you weren't anything, when they didn't know who you were, when they didn't know that you were going to be who you are today, or at least who you are becoming if you're still in the process, or if you're still in the journey. But I'm getting like a lot of the people in your past who did you dirty, they didn't think you were going to turn out to be who you are. They, at the time, they thought they were better than you because of superficial reasons. Or maybe some of y'all are just like, y'all really stand out. Like something about you, the way you stand out and protect yourself, and then you have like guardian spirits around you. And it's like the people that don't like you even know this. I don't know how to explain it, but some of the people who like bullied you or picked on you or whatever, these people like almost knew that like there was something different about you, or that you have like a certain destiny, so they tried to tear you away from it or bring you down so that you wouldn't pursue it, or so that they could take your place. And I'm getting like you just started doing it for you. You started hanging out by yourself, especially with the winter coming up. The winter is like, you know, we're hibernating, spending time away from people, isolating. Some of y'all spent time away. You just finally just said, you know, F it, I'm out. You know, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not finna be involved in like the BS, or be in an environment where I have to protect myself. Like, I'm gonna get out. So I'm getting y'all started doing stuff for you, taking care of yourself, loving yourself and your flaws, and just appreciating all that you are and all that you were born as. And eventually y'all started stepping into your villain era, okay? And you just started realizing like, it's okay for me to say no, because some of y'all have people from the past popping up trying to benefit, and then, you know, sometimes you got to tell people no, like, girl, bye. Especially if they did you wrong and they expect you to just forget about it or pretend like nothing happened. Like, nah, we're not doing that. So I'm getting like a lot of y'all are just learning like, yeah, I'm gonna be the villain and I don't care. Like, especially with Aquarius don't care to be the villain. Aquarius will proudly play the villain. Like, girl, who are you? And yeah, I'm getting like y'all are developing confidence unlike any other. Like, I'm really getting y'all are learning with time and practice that confidence is your birthright, and y'all are born to be a bad bee. Y'all are born to be that bee. Especially with the sword on the end. Like, a lot of y'all are learning to master your weapon, to master your words and speaking, and the way that you retaliate or the way that you combat with others. You can have like Aries or Scorpio or Taurus and Mars. Because I'm getting like a lot of y'all have this vibe where like, you are not going to back down. Like, it's going to take a lot for me to just sit down and let you steamroll me like everybody else. Like, nah, like y'all are the type to empower others to have boundaries and to say no and to be okay with it. Like, who cares? You'll be okay. Like, especially in like small aspects of life, I'm getting like some people might make it a big deal because of who you are. Like, if you do something small, they make it a big deal because you're so important to them, even if you're not important, even if they're not important to you. But y'all just might deal with people blowing situations out of proportion because they always want to be involved with you and what you're doing. They always assume you're doing something even greater or even grander than you really are. They always assume you're doing worse than what you really are doing. Like, you could be doing something privately, like getting someone a gift, and you might be a little bit secretive about it, and then they assume like, oh, you know, you talking bad about me, or like, we gonna end the friendship, and you're just like, no, I was literally personalizing a gift for you the whole time. I know I was acting kind of funny, but like, I didn't want to give it away that I was doing something nice for you. Like, I'm getting some of y'all might have a misunderstanding like that with someone right now, where you assume or they assume that you're doing worse than you really are, or you're like, oh, you out late at night, what you think you doing? And they're like, I was actually saving up for the engagement ring that I was about to like, you know what I mean? Like, so some of y'all, especially if it's retrograde when you're watching this, y'all be careful, because sometimes it be happening. Like, the miscommunication during retrograde, I'm telling y'all, it be hitting differently. So like be careful of like miscommunication with someone in your vicinity, or like especially with a friend. Like I'm getting someone who like a lot of love. Maybe some of y'all just might misinterpret each other's messages, especially if you're like texting each other and you can't really hear each other's tones and stuff. Like don't take it seriously, or like I honestly wouldn't even drop anyone over text unless it was like absolutely necessary. But yeah, I'm just getting some of y'all might be dealing with a situation like that where it's just a misunderstanding. But yeah, at the end, you're just gonna learn how to forgive people. I think some of y'all are even gonna forgive some of the people who did you wrong, because it's gonna turn out that some of the people who were your enemy back then want to be your friend now, and they actually are like putting in the work to be better and do better. And they might even give you a heads up on some of the dirt that some of the people did or will do or something like that, because that might be what gains your trust from these people. But I'm getting, of course it's not going to be everyone, but I'm just telling you, like some of the people who, like not everyone who was, you know, necessarily evil to you or bad to you is completely going to be out of your life forever or bound to not be your friend or whatever. But you know, it's just about literal sociopaths and psychopaths who are energy vampires, who crave to be in your energy, who are desperate not to even just be in your energy, but anyone who have them. Like I'm getting like y'all are just not attracted to people like that. Like y'all aren't desperate. I think that's what it is. Like y'all aren't coming off as desperate in this energy you're in. So a lot of y'all are just worried on your own, minding your business, doing it for you. So we gonna get that abundance, starting new businesses and making more money, because I feel like that's the best revenge, especially if you've been heartbroken or whatever. Make more money, be even better than who they said you were or who you were before, like whatever. Like this is really the ultimate goal here, and the ultimate message in this is about you being abundant no matter what, and just learning to do stuff for you. Okay, that's why you had that moment in time, so you can realize like you're not doing it for people who like you anyway. You're not doing it for people who would appreciate you anyway. So I think that's the biggest deal in this reading, is like just learning to love yourself and be confident in doing that, and not feeling, and if someone makes you feel like the bad guy for it, then being like, oh well, cry about it. Like girl, cry me a river. What you gonna do about it? You're not gonna beat me up. Okay, like that's just the vibe. Like keep chatting, like ain't nothing gonna happen anyway. So that's the message I'm getting for y'all, collective. If the reading resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Peace.